Oh my God. What? Translate actually. Translate again later. I just lost my power here. I don't think anybody's in the meeting. Fine. Hmm. It's like, um, hi guys. I hope, yeah, I hope I'm audible. If somebody from the chat can confirm it, it'd be great. I just lost my power here, so sorry for that. Yeah. So I'll just wait for a few minutes. I think this was a new video link that got uploaded. Hi Venkata, Nandita. Okay, I think I am audible. Yes, so I'll just brief you guys through what this session is going to be. Yeah, so I hope you all are, prepping pretty hard for CAT 2024. So I've also gone through the same process 2 years back in 22. So yeah, I did my part of the journey and I got the results for it. And I'll just give a brief, description about myself. I am Rishab Rahiman. So I graduated as a computer science graduate from NIT Trichy, and then have been working as a software developer for Hewlett Packard for 2 years. And in the month of June 22 is when I decided that I'll be, writing CAT that year. So yeah, so I started my preparation at that time. It was a rigorous, like 4 to 5 months preparation, and then post which I wrote my CAT on November. I got a lot of interview calls from the IIMs and gave a lot of interviews, and then finally I got placed in my dream college, IIM Bangalore. Currently, I'm studying there, term three. It's pretty awesome here. Once you guys get here, I hope I can connect with you guys. So. Yeah. So how this meeting will go is like you guys can ask any doubts that you have regarding the process, right? So how to prepare. I know you guys might be wondering, you have like 10 months left, 9 months left. How to utilize, how to make the most of it. So I'll just give you a brief outline of how I did, and then if you have any doubts, particular doubts, I will go through the comments and I'll get back to you guys. Yeah, so I started my prep at July 1st. I remember the date exactly. Yeah, so it was a rigorous 5 month preparation. I had signed in with iQuanta. Uh, and how I used to prepare every day was that we have this iQuanta doubt clearing group, right? So I used to go through that doubt group every day. I try to solve each question that comes up in the doubt group. Yeah, the doubt group is so good that I get to see different answers to each particular question also. And then I used to have, a particular amount of questions that I need to solve for quant, DLR, and BRC every day. I used to, follow that very strictly. And then I gave a lot of mocks. Then in the evening, I used to attend Dr. Sajan sir's, Professor Sajan sir's, Indrajit sir's, and Abhishek sir's classes. So those classes also really helped, brush up my skills and get to know the exact syllabus of CAT and how to approach different types of questions. Yeah, okay. So I'll take up a few questions from the chat. Uh, Rajashri Chaudhary. So strategy to study each section, right? Okay, yeah. So Yeah, the first thing is to understand what CAT exam is, right? So CAT exam is they don't expect you to answer the whole paper. They don't expect 100% marks, 99% marks. So generally the trend is that if even if you solve 50% of the paper, you end up getting 95 plus percentile. So that's what matters in the end, right? So how to study each section? So let's say start with quant, right? That was my favorite section. So we have different parts like arithmetic, geometry, algebra, mensuration, and trigonometry. So I started by brushing up the syllabus. The syllabus is mostly from 9th standard to 12th standard syllabus. So iQuanta has a lot of classes that give you the whole. They run through the whole syllabus. So for quant, what I did was I just ran through the whole syllabus pretty fast. So even if a few concepts I was missing it, I did not I ignored it in the beginning, and I just wanted to complete the whole syllabus for quant as soon as possible, so that I can start giving my mocks. So that was the strategy I followed for quant. So the whole learning process will even continue when I start doing mocks also. So I'll be looking at new questions, and I'll try to figure out how to solve those questions as well. For DILR, I think there are very specific types of questions that they ask in DILR. So they have puzzles that they ask, they have graph-based questions, they have bar graph, pie chart. So you need to, understand in depth of each kind of data that they present to you at the question. So if that purely comes from practice, so you will have to solve each type of set a numerous number of times until you get the hang of it, and I think that is the only way you have to, you can crack DLR set, because it is a very tough set, tough section. And if you crack that, you'll end up getting a really good percentile. For VARC, again, there is no shortcut. You guys have to start reading now itself. Start reading your newspapers, start reading articles, start solving RCs. Just starting to read a lot of articles will also not only help you for your VARC section, but also help you for your interview process also. So just read through any articles from your newspaper. Choose one newspaper. Don't try to read every newspaper. Take one newspaper, and then uh, have have your own goal. Set a goal that, okay, I will read 3 articles today, I'll read 2 articles today, and follow that meticulously. So that's kind of the strategy I used to follow for each section. Okay, so I'll not be talking about the interview process right now. We'll stick to how to prepare for CAT first, because that is our first aim, right? So, guys, everybody try to focus on CAT first. So once you clear CAT, you will have enough ample time to think about interview process. Don't think about interview process right now. It will just confuse you a lot. Just focus CAT and clear it. Once we are done, even iQuanta will provide a lot of sessions to how to target interviews separately. Okay, so okay, Kanan has asked how many mocks are expected. I think everybody has their own style. So one thing you have to remember is that CAT is not a 100-meter sprint, something like that. So it's like a marathon. So you don't you just start solving a lot of questions today. You'll just tire yourself out halfway through. So take it slowly, take it one step at a time. So for mocks, I would say that you start once you have completed 70% of quant syllabus, you can start giving mocks. So you can give like 1 mock per week or 1 mock per 2 weeks right now, and analyze those mocks very thoroughly. Like there should not be a single question left that you do not know the answer for once your analysis is done. So that analysis part is what is very important in mocks. I used to get a lot of low scores during mocks. I have got even negative marks, but that doesn't matter at all. It's the process, it's the learning process that matters a lot. So just go through the process, do mocks, take it slow initially, do 1 mock per 2 weeks, 1 mock per a week, and slowly once you're getting closer to CAT, we can start increasing the pace, and by the end of CAT, you'll be solving, I guess, a mock a day or a mock in once in 2 days. That speed you will automatically gain yourself once you go through the process. So if you have like an ideal number, I gave around 70 to 80 marks overall. But that numbers differs from student to student. Some people gave like 100 marks, some people gave like 20 marks, and it still worked out for them. So it really depends on how what style of studying works for you. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll take up another question. I am GEM 999, WorkX 18 months. What percentile I need to get into IIM ABC? I think if you have to get into IIM ABC, you have to have pretty good percentile, right? 95 above is given. So if you are a engineer, maybe you need 98 plus, 98, 99 plus. If you're from some other background, maybe you have some small cushion. But still, for getting into IMABC, you will have to get a lot of marks, a very high percentage. So it's like don't try to target. Okay, I need this percentile to get into IMABC. I think try to give your best, right? So try to go for 100 percentile. Just aim for the top. Don't limit yourself to a cap. Okay, I want IMC. I will settle for 95 percentile. Don't keep a target like that. Always target 100 percentile. Do the best you can. So you will have no regrets at the end of the day, right? Okay. I'll go to some other question. Yeah, for working professionals, yeah. So this is one thing that differs for me, I guess. I was not working during the preparation time, so I could dedicate my whole time to this preparation. So that's why probably I gave a lot of marks. So, but if you're a working profession, I think I had a lot of friends whom I studied with during the CAT preparation who were working also. So iQuanta is one way special in that way, right? So you have classes at night. So you have classes that start at 8 or 9 or 10 in the 10 at night, and then they go on till 12, 1 at night. So that way you have a time to study. Uh, how many questions? Again, it depends person to person, your job to someone else's job, right? So I think if you have set your target that you are going to crack, you are going to attempt CAT this year and you're going to crack it, I think go for broke, right? Just give the most you can. You don't need regrets later on that, okay, maybe I should have prepared a little bit more. Just give all in. Just go all in and do as much as you can. That's the best method. Okay, I'll say I don't know what DILR is. So DILR is just logical reasoning and data interpretation and logical reasoning. So I think if you start taking classes, you will understand what exactly is. It's basically you have to analyze some data that's given in a particular form. So it might be some graphical form or in some pie chart or something like that. So that's what data interpretation is generally. So they will ask some question regarding that. Or logical reasoning could be some puzzles. So actually, DILR, there's no, the format might be similar, but the question is going to be new on every single paper. Every single year is going to be new. So it's not like I can say that you can go through these questions and you'll be done for DILR. DILR is just practice. It will come automatically to you once you start practicing it. You'll try to, you will, once you go through the process, you will understand how to solve each kind of question slowly. Okay. Any novel or book? I'm not a book reader. I stuck to newspapers. That was the best for me. Okay. By preparing for CAT thoroughly, can we clear SAT with good percentile? Yeah. So I'd suggest you don't think about SAT right now. Think about CAT. And yes, if you have that doubt, it surely helps. Preparing for CAT helps for SAT as well. Though SAT has a few extra sections, I guess. I think they ask general awareness as well. But surely CAT preparation almost covers 80% of SAT preparation as well. Did you solve other books other than coaching? So yes, I did. I didn't solve books. I just solved a lot of mocks. So what I did was I completed my quant no syllabus quickly and I started giving mocks. So I had advice from few of my seniors that they had gone through the process and they told that mocks are the way to clear it. So once my syllabus was done, I started giving mocks. So mocks were the source of questions for me. So it could be books for someone. For me, it was mocks. That's it. At the end of the day, it's just you preparing, you solving a lot of questions, getting the hang of it, increasing your speed of solving the question, and increasing your confidence as well. Mm, Previous papers will do for LRDI. Yeah, definitely. Previous papers are a really good source for LRDI. They actually give you get a hang of what difficulty level that cat presents. So that way is there. But other than that, also you can. There are a lot of test series out there in the market. You guys can register to these test series. In one way, I think iQuanta's test series was much more similar to CAT when corresponding to some other XYZ coaching institutes, right? So some coaching institute try to give very hard mock tests. So it works for some people. Some people, prefer having harder mocks so that the end cat exam is easier for them. But I was not such a student. I felt that I wanted to practice the type of questions that are actually going to come at cat. So I preferred iQuanta's test series because of that. How much time is required for cat preparation? I think it varies again for some people. I think 10 months is a very good amount of time. You will not require more than 10 months to prepare for cat. You can definitely do even with lesser time. I did with 5 months. You can do with 5 6 months as well. I lost my power. Okay. I don't have any work experience. Yashi Jain has asked. Yeah, so I would say don't worry about that right now, right? Just worry about your cat right now. Try to get a very good percentile in cat so that you can counter the lack that you have if you don't have work ex. I think if you get a really good score in cat, that should not be a problem. How much hours did you study in a day? Yeah, so I was not working during my prep, so I kind of studied anytime I got. Yeah, so throughout this process, right, studying a lot is one thing, but you guys also have to have good mental health and physical health as well. It's very important because the whole process can be stressful, and at the end of the day, if you fall sick on the exam day, the whole purpose is lost, right? So you guys should have, good rest. You should take breaks a lot of times. Go for movies. It's not like go all in for cat preparation just like that. Take a lot of breaks. Do exercises. Your physical health is important as well because you'll be sitting in front of computer for a lot of time. Take regular breaks. Go for walks. Do exercises. Meditate. Sleep a lot. Sleep is very important here. Okay, I'll take some other question. Okay, my background is from an engineering background, so I don't think I'm qualified to, guide you guys. For Ritika Singh and Sandeep, uh, I'm not from that background, so it would not be right for me to comment on or suggesting you guys. But I have a lot of friends from this background who pursue MBA here. I think if you start going through the CAT process, also you will meet a lot of friends from different background. Yeah, so talking in that note, forming a small study group among yourself really helped me a lot. I still remember a few of my friends, Archishman, Ganesh. These guys, we used to solve mocks together. We used to attend classes together. We used to have a small kind of competition among ourselves on who gets more marks, who solves the question fast. I think that lightens up the study process as well. and it also kind of motivates you in some way. Okay. How many hours did you study for each section? Yeah. So, like I said, like quant was my strong section. So my strategy was to complete quant as fast as I can and gain speed while I'm doing mocks. For DILR and VARC was was not my strength. So I did spend a lot of time studying for VARC. I used to have in one point of my preparation, halfway through, I was getting really good marks in quant and DLR, and suddenly my VARC scores would just be single digit scores. And what I did was I took VARC marathons. So I just took 3 4 days pure VARC, just to get my uh, momentum going for VRC. So once you start doing a lot of questions, you'll start to understand how the author is writing, what the author is writing. You'll start seeing things from the perspective of the author, just not just from the perspective of the reader. So once you start doing that, sometimes you'll even be able to start guessing the questions as well. Okay, so it takes time. It will take time. So you guys are just in the beginning of end of Jan and beginning of Feb, right? So it will take time. Take things slow. Uh, you will get there if you go through the process properly. Okay. How many questions you should attend for 100 percentile? I think I cannot comment on it because it depends on year to year. Generally, the trend is you get 90 percentile above if you are able to, have good accuracy as well. If you are attempting, say, 50% of the questions and have a really good accuracy, you will get 90 or 95 percentage percentile. If you are aiming for 100 percentile, I think 70 80 percentage of questions you will have to do, because there are a lot of everybody's preparing really hard for this test, and since they're calculating percentile, you just have to be the top ranker, right? So you will have to outperform others in that case. So you will have to do at least 80 90% questions with high accuracy as well. Okay. Okay, this question: why did you decide to pursue MBA? Okay, yeah. So I did work. I love technology. I love computers. I worked as a software developer for 2 years, but what I felt was I was kind of restricted by being a developer. I got a lot of motivation from my manager at that time, and I could see that the perspective that she saw problems with was very different. She could see things from a much broader perspective than what I could see. It was tough for me to understand. I had a lot of talks with my manager, and maybe I got the feeling that an MBA would, you know, help me do that. It did help her also, my manager, to. So I thought that maybe yes, if I do MBA, maybe I can get that. Then I reached out to a lot of seniors. I asked them about this choice that I have to make, right? So before making this choice, you guys all have to understand why you want to do MBA. Everybody has their own reason, right? But only when that reason, if you have that reason solidified in yourself, you know why you are doing MBA, you know why you are doing prep. Even halfway through the prep, when you feel down, you feel that things are not going your way, that answer for why MBA will be the one that's going to motivate you to keep going through the process and help you go get through the process, right? Okay, how should one enhance their profile? I think there are a lot of ways to do that. You can have internships, you can have online courses. Those things add to your profile. Yeah, and study a lot, get a good cat percentile. That'll add to your profile as well. Uh, How did how to manage studying all three in one day? It doesn't have to be all three in one day. To be frank, it doesn't have to be all three in one day. If you are able to do well and good, but it can be one section each day as well. That's no problem in that. You can do two subjects. You can do Monday, Tuesday quant, Wednesday, Thursday DILR, Friday, Saturday you do BARC, Sunday take a mock. You can do that as well. So that there's no one particular style of studying that works for everybody. But what I did was I tried a lot of permutation and combination of how to study. Right. So I did a lot of permutation combination. I tried to do each every day. I tried to do 2 days straight quant, 2 days straight PARC. And once I did a lot of permutation combination, I came to that one sweet spot that worked for me. That sweet spot will be different for everybody. And I think only if you do that permutation combination, you'll figure it out yourself. Okay. People are asking. Diksha is asking. My graduation is ending this year, so this will be called a gap year. So what should I do this year? Should I do a job? Mm, yeah, I mean it depends again uh, what you want to do, right? So if you are hell bent sure that you're gonna crack CAT this year, if you are very confident, you can take a gap year. The problem of gap year does come up in interviews. I'm not gonna lie. It does have an impact. There are conversations about gap years during interviews. People ask, why do you have gap year? But if you have a solid explanation to that, it is not a negative point in your CV at all. If you have a good explanation of what you were doing during the gap year and how that has helped you to reach that particular point, that will never be a negative mark in your profile. So be sure of that. What extra do we need to build profile? I think I've covered answered that. How did you approach comprehension? Yeah, as I said, VRC was not my strong suit. It takes a lot of time to get to the flow of understanding VARC. So initially, I used to understand VARC and like I used to solve one question. One there will be one easy question, one medium question, two hard questions in a VRC. Some kind of format they will have for every reading, right? So initially, I used to just solve the easy question, and the other hard question I used to either get it wrong or I used to skip it. But while doing mocks, when I did a lot of mocks, you get the hang of it. I know it's difficult for me to explain how exactly I got to that point, but I strongly recommend that if you go through the whole process, you will figure it out yourself, and you will say, oh yeah, this is what Rishabh meant that day, right? Okay. Debashish Paul is asking which specialization works best for someone from IT background. Also, if I want to get PGP in finance, then is there any certificate or study I can do before joining IIM? Which stream requires travel? Okay, so if you guys are having doubt about that, right? So I'm not, doing particularly PGP in finance. That's not my area right now. So here at IIM Bangalore, we have a general PGP course. So it's just a general management course, and you get to choose electives. So you can choose electives on whichever field you want, or you want to master, you want to specialize in one particular field. You can choose electives accordingly. I think you guys don't have to think a lot about that right now. So yeah, I'll just go to the next question. How's life at IIM Bangalore? It's fun. It's very how do I say? It's hectic, but you get used to that tough schedule, and after some point of time, you start enjoying it. Uh, I think life at IIM Bangalore is fun, really fun. Uh, you guys should. I really wish that every one of you, cracks cat really well and comes here. We can have a blast here. Okay. Which paper would you suggest for general awareness? It can be any paper. I used Times of India. You can use the Hindu as well. There's no one particular newspaper that works, right? So whichever suits you, you can go for it. It's not a problem. Okay. MBA after law, how much percentile expected? Okay, again, it depends, right? I have my friends who have gotten who have done law and gotten at 90 percentile, 95 percentile as well. But why, just I said before, why limit yourself to one particular percentile? When you can go for full 100 percentile. I know you guys are strong. You guys are with iQuanta, so you guys have all the good material right with you, so it should not be a problem for you guys. Don't limit yourself that okay, I'll if I get 90 percentile, that should be enough. Because aim for 100 percentile. That day, let the process happen. Let the exam decide how much you want, how much you're gonna get. Okay. Yeah, go to some other question. Low academics, can I get IIM Bangalore? IIMs. Yeah, definitely you can. If you have a really good CAT score, like it's like a balance, right? So how much trade-off can you do? If you have a very good academic score, maybe you get a call from IIM Bangalore even with 95 percentile, 90 percentile, even 80 percentile. They can. But if you have a very bad academic score and but you crack CAT like anything and you get like 99.8 percentile, 99.9 percentile, then again you might get a call. So there are cutoffs for some colleges. So you need like 70%, 50% or 60% cutoff. Each college has their own cutoff. But if you clear that cutoff and then you have a very good CAT score, it's again like a trade-off that you do. If you have a very good CAT score, the weightage on low academics goes down subsequently. Okay. Difference between engineering and MBA campus life. It's very different. Engineering was one thing. It was 4 years. This is just 2 years. So academically, also engineering was pretty chill. It was a semester system. Here we have trimester system, so we have to cover a lot of syllabus in a shorter amount of time. It is tougher here, but the two things I would not compare them. I think both of these experiences are unique for each of them, and I think I enjoyed both of them. I'm taking a lot of time. Okay, Alicia is asking. I'm taking a lot of time solving a question. I'm assuming this is quant. You should not worry about it right now. I think start worry about accuracy right now. Start getting questions right currently. Your speed will build up automatically once you complete your syllabus and start giving mocks. Your speed will automatically build up. It's not a problem. Okay. How do you balance between mocks and sectionals or topic tests? Okay, so it's again, if you are weak at quant, so I prefer you take a lot more sectional tests and topic tests on quant. If you feel that you lack little bit in trigonometry, you're not able to figure out the idea just by looking at the diagram. Try to do a lot of sectionals. Try to do topic tests on trigonometry, some things like that. Again, it depends person to person, so I cannot give a very generalistic answer here. Okay, okay, okay. A lot of questions. Low academics. Can I get IMB? You can. It's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, Sakshi, I think I have said low academics, you can get into IIM Bangalore. It's not a problem at all. You just have to get really good marks in IIM Bangalore, in the CAT, and clear the interview round. Do very good in interviews as well. It should not be a problem. Having very low academics, as long as you clear the cutoff, it should not be a very hard problem. Okay, so I think we have covered almost all the chat questions, and we have uh, covered the time as well. Okay, I hope I'll go through these chat messages later on as well, and I'll try to comment few answers in the chat box as well. It was nice connecting with you guys. You guys have a lot of time. Prepare slowly. Prepare at your own pace. Your pace will increase gradually. Start giving mocks. Clear every doubt. Even small silly doubts you have, clear them. Don't leave it hanging. Take breaks. Take a lot of breaks. Sleep well. Have good health habits. Exercise well. Eat good food. and you guys will be sorted. You guys are in good hands. So just believe the process and go through it. You guys will do wonders. Okay, I think we are done with time, and I'll take leave. You guys have any other doubts? Just post in the comment box. Post this meeting. I'll try to address each and every question. I'll try to answer in the comment as well. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye.